my voice will still sound parched because I'm recording three podcasts at once. Because podcasting is therapeutic, but it's something that takes courage to actually sit down for. But it's great once you started. Like finding quotes and writing them down. That's another thing that I do. Well, anywho, you know what? I'm not gonna be lazy. Just let me get some water. Wait a sec. Uh, that reminds me how much of a pain even drinking water used to be with retainers on. Okay, so here's my whole journey with braces and everything you need to know. Not everything. For some reason, I never got elastics. So, not everything. Anyway, I went to a horrible dentist. Now, there was this whole thing where my tummy was really upset for years. It was an infection in my intestine and all, but the pills that I had for this, one of the syrups that made my teeth go black. It was, I don't know what syrup it was, but like it deposited in my teeth. So it was absolutely terrible. So I got them polished, and since every other dentist was closed, we had to go to a friend's place. And there she was like, oh, well, you're the age to get braces and your canines are a bit off. And my canines are a bit off. And we were thinking of getting braces for a long time. So my dad was like, okay, fine, you can do it. And she had charged us a lot for polishing. So we were like, you know what, might not be a good idea. But she had already taken the imprint. So we were like, fine, you can do whatever you want. So that happened. Then she's not the best dentist. She's not even an orthodontist. Come on, her husband is. We wanted to get it done from him, but we couldn't tell him. We couldn't tell her that, oh, come on, you're not an orthodontist. We don't want to get it done from you. We want to get it done from your husband. Because it would have been rude. But I mean, come on. That was one time I should not have cared about being rude, because she was a terrible dentist. I mean, not as bad as the assistants. We're discussing the whole story today. You know what? I've waited long enough to rant about this. We're ranting about this today. That's too much. Yeah, anywho, so the first day they clicked some pictures by my teeth. They put in the brackets and then they put in the wire, and they told me that to know that your braces, you need to come and get your wire changed, is that the wire would start digging into your cheeks. That is not the least painful way, So she also gave me a little bit of wax to put on there so that it won't happen. Oh, that was so terrible. And she was like, just remove the wax while you were eating. So every time I was eating, the brackets that usually were covered with wax were so terribly like it was just terrible. They were really badly poking into my cheeks, and if I was eating anything with even extra salt in it, it was death. I was basically inviting death while eating anything with any spices in it. That's how I managed to get such a bad spice tolerance level. Otherwise, I used to love spicy food, you guys, but that happened. Thank you, braces. We love you. Yay. I honestly just had one canine that needed to be straightened. So, I mean, she said that 6 months braces, 6 months retainers, and we're done. It took me like a year with braces. Come on, man, who lies that much? She was like, well, I couldn't predict it. If you were an orthodontist, you could have predicted it, lady. Anyways, yeah, so the first day, horrible. Till evening, I was crying because the braces were, the first month, they basically kind of break a bone that's there above your teeth to readjust it. The bone grows back, don't worry. But the first day was absolute torture. Second day, a bit better. Probably my bone was already broken, was just trying to recover now. So, yay. Third day, I was getting more adjusted. speaking is hard with braces. Even harder with retainers, but it's kind of hard with braces. And I, even after retainers, you know what, guys? Before my brace, the whole braces mess, I used to pride myself for having a really clear speech. But when you have braces, you have to speak a different way. When you have retainers, you have to speak even a more different way. So after all these different ways how to speak normally, I've forgotten. Honestly, it's terrible. That was not a fake cry, you guys. I'm literally have tears. That was one thing. That was my pride and my joy, and you took it away from me. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yes, so the first month, fine, they changed the wires. When the first month, another girl had gotten braces. And we were discussing stuff. We weren't even like the bestie. She was like just a acquaintance. I didn't hate her. She was cool. Yeah, so she too got braces on the same date as me. No, we're not twins, but she did have a twin, and I always find twins really cool. Anywho, yeah. So she had pink, neon pink. I'm not a huge fan of neon pink. I was like, oh, that looks so cool. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna get turquoise the next time. And I am a sucker for turquoise and sea green, and absolutely love that. So I was like, oh, you can get that changed every month. It's not like permanent. And she was like, no. So the first month, and I was like, oh, okay, great. Like, boy, how, like, do you buy it separately? What happened? She's like, no, you just tell the dentist I want this color instead of the normal metallic ones. I was like, oh, great. So we went to the dentist next month, and I was like, I used to call her auntie because she was a friend's mom. So I was like, okay, auntie, can I please get turquoise? And mom, and she was like, oh no, you get charged extra for that. I'm like, and I looked like mama, and mama was like, okay, that's fine, that's not an issue. And she's like, no, 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 we need to order for a week advance. And the most annoying part of that whole thing was, um, there's these U things that they change every month. That is the thing that keeps the wire in there. And the turquoise or the pink thing are those U light thingies, okay? And they come in this stick. They come attached to a stick, basically. And I had seen, while he was searching for my circular thingies in a drawer, I had seen turquoise ones in there. And now she's like, oh, well, I need to order those in advance. Why can't you just give them to me, lady? Come on. But anyway, so she was a terrible, terrible one. And they hurt. And in fact, in the very beginning, to anyone who's gonna get braces, spend a bit extra and please get ceramic braces. They're gonna be completely worth it. And go to a orthodontist. Don't just go to a normal dentist, and research your dentist. Just don't go because there's a friend's mother. Anyways, my braces experience actually ruined my friendship with the girl too, so it was not a win-win situation at all. In just a second, yeah. So that happened. Then nothing special for a while. Then 5 months in, I was like, auntie, when I'm gonna get elastics? And she was like, you should probably get elastics the next month. And we went in the next month. I was like, auntie, I was gonna get elastics. I was very naive. I was excited for the elastics. My sister, two of my sisters have had braces earlier. They were like, elastics hurt. I don't know if they do though. I can't speak from personal experience when it comes to elastics. Sorry, guys. So she was like, oh no, we're too late for elastics. What on earth? I literally reminded you that we need elastics, and we're too late. It would have been fine if she would have said, why, you don't need elastics, hon, your teeth are perfectly fine. But she said, oh, we're too late for that. How could I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, all that's done, and then after the braces were removed, it felt weird. It's like there's nothing in my mouth. It felt like someone took away my teeth. Literally, it felt Weird, very weird. But okay, so then pretty soon after we got retainers. The first retainers we got who looked kind of like Invisalign. They weren't exactly visible, but she said I could drink water or anything that's normal temperature, not too cold, not too hot, with them on, with the retainers on, but I can't eat with them on. No issue. Except when every time I drank water, the retainers floated around in my mouth, and I was terrified that they would just, like, I would just swallow them. So I took it out, drank some water, put it in. And all that, and woo, that completely ruined my retainers. They got too loose, and every time they hit my teeth, a bit of them got a little knocked over, and they used to really, really hurt me. Auntie was like, and I don't know why they turned yellow. And she didn't even provide a box for me to keep those retainers while not in use. I'm not even gonna tell her name, man. Don't even go to her place. So that happened. Yeah. Okay, manage those retainers. Then we went to get another retainers. But to get those again, like, auntie wasn't there. I don't know why. She said she would be there, but she was like, well, you just want to get an imprint now. But there's no need. And her staff is horrible. Horrible. They're completely, absolutely horrible. One of them was like she was holding me down as if they were taking out my kidneys, and the other one was putting in the implant, and a bit of that rubbery thing, the kind of clay thingy that they take the implant from, I was swallowing it, and it was in my throat. It was as if she wasn't taking an implant of my teeth, she was taking an implant of my throat, and I absolutely hated her. And then I mean, I'm not the kind of person that would go ahead and complain to the people, but that day was horrible. I usually just complain to my parents. That's the best I can do. I'm not the kind of person that will go call your manager. But since this was family, and I'm pretty sure the staff would completely ruin her business, I told her, auntie, your staff sucks, and they did this and they did that, and yeah, do something about it. She was like, fine. And they couldn't even take my implant right. Of course they couldn't take my implant right. They didn't need the implant of my throat, they needed the implant of my teeth. Anyhow, so auntie did the implant again. She was better at taking implants, at least. It was still sad, man, still sad. Yeah, okay, we did that. So my second retainers that we got were these red thing in the very center that went to the top of my mouth, and a metal. Basically another set of braces. They were not exactly prickly, but the part that was like just the back of my teeth where there's still a bit of flesh, that part they poked, they were like spikes. Yeah, who put spikes in your mouth? Ugh, don't even, man. Can't. So, I missed out on something. I was thinking of sharing this for so long. When it was like 3 months, 2 months in with my braces, and we had made the full payment and everything, we met my father's friend's wife, and her son had braces, and his braces were actually pretty good. So mama was like, well, where did he get his braces? And she was like, mere memorials. And we were like, how much for? And all of that. You know, aunties, that's the first question. How much for? With every auntie ever. So it was like very less. It was like 1% of what we had paid. So, but then, you know, paying too less is also not a symbol of status. It's like, it's, you got it for cheap. So the auntie was like, no, the doctor is great, he has experience over 30 years, he is an orthodontist and all that. Mom was like, why didn't you tell us sooner? And she was like, you didn't ask. And that doctor is actually freaking dope. And then when I asked my friend, she said she had gone to the same doctor. I do not remember the name, but I know they were from the Mayor Memorial. There's this government hospital in Nagpur. An absolutely amazing doctor. Do go to him if you live in Nagpur and have to get braces. And Okay, that's enough rant. You know what? We're 15 minutes in, and yay! What else about braces that you need to know? Yeah, what my sister does is that if her teeth are getting out of place or she needs to go to a wedding or something, she starts putting in her retainers like 5 to 6 days before the occasion, and it somehow works. Another problem that my braces had. For some reason, that auntie interpreted that all my teeth were done. But after my braces are done, like just at the very beginning of my retainers, in fact, but you know what? Retainers are supposed to sit at the very end of all your teeth. But while she was giving me retainers, I still had teeth coming in. So I was like, Auntie, I have teeth coming in. What if they come in like wrong way? She's like, no, it's not a new teeth. I was like, it is a new teeth. But yeah, so putting in those retainers and all of that shucks happen. And now there is an extra two teeth at the very end. Two extra molars. Not extra, they are supposed to be there. It's not like I had 36 teeth before. I mean, we don't. Wisdom teeth and all grow when we grow up. And those are not aligned with all my teeth. I'm not gonna tell my parents though. I'm in no mood to get any more braces, but they're not the straightest molars. And since there are extra teeth there which she could not interpret, we have, yeah, I can't wear my retainers. Then these molars grew in like 3 months after I got my retainers, and I have even more molars growing in. So I can't wear my retainers. And I'm not gonna go to that place ever again because I hate that place. It has horrible memories. Okay, I guess that's that. But one good thing that braces did. Before my braces, I had a horrible dental hygiene. But the braces, you just feel like your teeth are dirty because there's stuff on it that, it's not supposed to be there. So you're constantly brushing, and even after my braces are removed, now I'm constantly brushing. But thank you, COVID 19. I love you so much. I couldn't get my final polish done. So my teeth look really yellow from the glue that they stick the braces on with. Hate you, COVID 19. Okay, I guess that is that. BB. That bye bye. And you know what, you have to eat ready your ears for now. Bye.